Hey guys, what's going on? This is Soto, your spiritual coach, and in this video, I'm going to talk about what it means to be living your life's purpose. Let's get started. My friends, how many of you wish that you could truly start living your purpose in life? What is your purpose for being on this planet? Think about that. What is it that you are extremely passionate about? And you would do it for free. You wouldn't want money. You would just do it because you just love to do it. Maybe you're a singer. Maybe you are a writer. Maybe you like working with kids. Maybe it's gardening. Whatever it is. When we start living our life on purpose, things start to change in our universe. So I want to share of my revelation of making that full 1000% commitment. I'm living my life on purpose. So I'm a spiritual coach. I'm a meditation teacher. I'm a personal trainer. But guess what? I have been lacking on my commitment, on fully owning my power and truly going all in, right? So coaching is something that I love to do, and I will do it even if I'm not getting paid. But what was getting in the way for me was the fear, the fear of truly committing and surrendering all doubts and just really saying, this is what I just love to do and I'm going to do it. Now, when you start making that decision, here's what's going to happen. Your ego, your negative talk, your limiting self-belief, the ones that tell you you're not good enough, you are an imposter, there is no way that you could do it because someone else is doing exactly the same thing you want to do. Okay? So for me, it was the imposter syndrome and the I'm not good enough. For you, it might be I'm not smart enough, I'm not talented enough, whatever it is. But here's what happens. Those limiting beliefs are just getting in the way of you truly stepping out and trusting that you were born to bring your gifts and your talents in a magnificent way, and you're the only person that knows how to do it. So before I became fully committed, I had to go through my own emotional roller coaster. I had to go through bouts of sadness, of depression, insecurity, not believing in my capability on delivering the goods. And here's what it comes down to. Everyone is here to live their purpose, to bring their unique talent, their signature of why they were born on this planet. Now, when people start living on purpose, there is more harmony, there is more peace, there is more abundance, there's more for us to share with everyone that comes into our lives. But we have to decide if we're ready to take the plunge into the unknown. Because taking that plunge is then truly following your bliss. Like Joseph Campbell talks about, follow your bliss. Now, what got me started on truly committing 1000% was a powerful quote from the Greek philosopher Socrates. He said, "To know thyself is the beginning of wisdom." To know thyself is the beginning of wisdom, right? Then he also said, "An unexamined life is not worth living." An unexamined life is not worth living. So how many of you right now watching this video feel that the life that you're living may not be the life that you signed up for? Because until now, you have not examined your life. So what does that mean when we start to examine our life? Well, I'm going to break it down very easy for you, okay? So before looking at your relationships, before looking at your finances, before looking at your residency, where you're living, you have to first look at the center of the universe, which is you. You are the common denominator. The numerator changes all the time, but the common denominator is us, right? So we start with us. We create our reality, and we could also destroy the reality, erase the reality. Now, when we start to examine a life that until now has not been examined, now we start taking inventory. We start taking full responsibility for what we want to do in our life, right? That's to know thyself. To know thyself, the beginning of wisdom, right? True wisdom is really knowing thyself. And when you know thyself, you're basically saying, now, I'm going to live through my authentic self, which is your true self. As you start to examine this life, you start seeing, okay, so let me check my health. How's my diet? How's my sleep? Am I getting 7-8 hours of sleep? Am I going to sleep at 2 o'clock in the morning and then waking up, rushing throughout the day, right? Are you reading all the time and like filling up your brain with so much information, and then you become paralyzed because there's just so much info that you don't really know how to start implementing it, right? Let's look at our relationships. How are your relationships? Are they harmonious? Are the people in your life really supporting your big vision? Do you have good relationships with your friends and your family and your intimate partner, right? Your coworkers, your employees, do they respect you? Do they honor your presence in their life? Now, where you're living, are you happy where you're living? Do you wish you were living someplace else? Are you just getting by? How's your finances? Are you struggling? Are you making good money? Or are you just kind of like winging it and just hoping for whatever comes your way? Once we start to examine and see the cracks and see the parts that are leaking out, and every part that is leaking out in your life is basically parts of your vitality, parts of your self-expression, parts of your authentic power, parts of your imagination. The life that you're living now, if it's not serving your highest good, then you're really running on empty. And if you're really running on empty, then what happens is you're going to start to medicate yourself with bad food, bad relationships that do not serve you, relationships that don't honor you, and most of all, the relationship that you have with yourself, right? To know thyself, right? That is the key. Now, living your life on purpose. You know what you're passionate about. And you have already seen evidence in your world that whatever it is you have, someone needs. Regardless of how many people are doing exactly the same thing, no one is going to bring it just like you bring it. There's just no one. I mean, you could have two people doing the same thing. One person is going to deliver the goods in a completely different way. And everybody has different preferences. Some people like working with men, some people like working, with women. Maybe you have a unique talent, a superpower, which is you have humor. You're able to deliver your goods through humor, to your creativity. You see, my superpower when I work with clients with my spiritual coaching is I'm extremely intuitive. So when I'm working with someone and they're truly ready to start living life on purpose, my intuition kicks in because I stay grounded and I pick up the impulses from the universe, and I'm able then to point out blind spots that my clients cannot see. Now, we need someone to make us accountable, right? I myself have a coach because I'm in the field of self mastery, right? So if I want to really bring my A game to my clients, then I have to be fully committed in my spiritual, in my mental, in my emotional well being. And that is what I do with my clients through my spiritual coaching, through my meditation, through my personal training. So I'm able then to have that whole integration of self, mind, body, and spirit. And that is extremely what I'm passionate about. And I am committed to truly helping and supporting people living through their authentic self, to know thyself. That is my mission, to know thyself. And once you know thyself, then everything else will fall into place. So here's my question for you. Are you ready to know thyself? Have you taken time out of your busy schedule to examine an unexamined life? And if you're ready to fully go all in, to completely just kind of like revolutionize your whole life, I want you to reach out to me. I want you to email me, and we're going to have a powerful conversation on how I can best serve you with my various different programs. My friends, if you're watching this video, then it was meant for you to watch this video, right? The universe is always in divine order. The moment that we aligned ourselves with our true values and our intentions, then things just start falling into place, right? You meet the right person. You pick up the right book. You're given a gift to a seminar, right? Things just start to miraculously show up because that intention, that desire, that yearning to really know thyself, right? To really living life on purpose, it just starts to happen. Now, this is not about breaking down everything in your life like right away. We're not talking about quitting your job. right? We're talking about starting the process to know thyself. It is a process. We have to go through the demolition process, right? You got to start breaking down little by little the things that have been getting in the way. But that all starts by working on ourselves. So to know thyself is basically the compass. That's it. That's the starting point right there. To know thyself. We're going to start right there. And then we're going to look at all the areas and then see if it's in alignment with what we want and who we are becoming. And if it's not, then now we have the power to eliminate it. So then we take that wasted energy that was not giving us anything, and now we invest it into our brand new life. So my friends, thank you so much for tuning in. If this is your first time stumbling upon my channel, I would love it if you will subscribe to the channel. You see the button right there, it says subscribe. Every time I make a video, you'll be notified. The videos that are in this channel is basically just to truly to know thyself. I'll be sharing a lot of information, a lot of mind hacks, mindset, anything that I feel that it is going to serve you on your journey to know thyself. Here is the station that you want to stay tuned on. So subscribe, like. I would love to hear your comment. Let me know if you enjoy this video. Also let me know something else that you would like for me to create. And if you know someone that is in that crucial state, in the crossroad, and you know that they need someone to steer them the right way, then it would be awesome if you would share this video with them. Because listen, that is my purpose. My purpose is for everyone to know thyself, to truly create the life that you want. No second guessing. No maybe, perhaps. It will be nice. Like, let's create exactly what we want. Create the right relationships. Create the right partner. Create the financial abundance. Create your home. Create the body that you want. The amazing body, flexible, physical, power, strength, vitality, energy. That all starts with us to know thyself. Have an amazing day. I'll talk to you soon. Namaste.